Hey guys, this is MCK here, back with another video. And we found out last night that Shane's going to be running SmackDown and Stephanie's going to be running Raw starting next week. Now, I think Thursday's technically Shane's first time running SmackDown, but I don't see him doing anything this week. It's all going to start next week during the draft. They were also announced that they both have to have a general manager, which will be announced on Raw next week. Obviously, Triple H for Stephanie, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. I don't really see her pulling out anyone else. I think Shane's going to pull out someone that's going to shock people. I've seen a couple people online say Mick Foley, Eric Bischoff, Stone Cold. I think it's going to be someone that we have not seen become a general manager yet. And it's going to be a returnee. Maybe Shawn Michaels, do a little rivalry there with DX. That would be kind of cool. Or maybe bring The Undertaker in somehow. Edge you can use, Christian you can use. You can pretty much use any Hall of Famer in that category to help with SmackDown. I mean, they could even use Booker T if they really wanted to. But overall, I think Shane running SmackDown is a better idea than Stephanie. Stephanie already had her shot at it back in the early 2000s. So it would be nice to see Stephanie try to run Raw by herself. I know Triple H is going to be heavily involved, but you gotta think, now that it's gonna be the draft, they're gonna really have to compete. And if Triple H brings what he does to NXT to Monday Night Raw, there's gonna be no stopping Raw in the future. NXT is the program right now. If you watch Raw and SmackDown, you look more forward to NXT every week than you do either of the two shows, which is kind of sad because it's not even televised. So I think if Triple H brings that ability to make headline matches, not even at a pay-per-view, just a regular show like Finn Balor versus Sensei Nakamura, everyone's going to turn in Wednesday to see that match. But you look at Monday Night Raw, is everyone really going to turn in to see Dean versus Seth? I mean, it's a good call for a main event, don't get me wrong, but we all know Dean's going to retain and lead into Battlegrounds with the championship. It would be stupid for him to drop the title only a week before the pay-per-view. We all know he's not going to drop it. So I think Triple H needs to bring his NXT expertise for Monday Night Raw, and once he does that, Raw could outdo SmackDown. Now, for Shane McMahon's argument, when Shane did have a chance to run Raw 2 weeks in a row, that was the two highest rating shows that WWE got from pretty much the whole entire year. That being said, that means more people are going to watch, and more people trust Shane McMahon running the show than Stephanie, as you can tell by the ratings and people's reactions online. But Shane's only going to have a select roster to deal with. So he's not going to have all the main carders that he had, but he could use this to boost up the mid-carders or even the low-carders that we barely see even more. Shane is all for giving opportunities. So I feel like on SmackDown we're definitely going to see a lot of mid-carders and people that we barely even see anymore, like Tyler Breeze, R-Truth, a lot of NXT guys that have been called up that we haven't even seen yet. The Divas, we haven't seen Paige, we haven't seen Natalya, we haven't seen Naomi in a long time. I think Shane's going to take all those people that we haven't seen, throw them right up to the main event in SmackDown, and be like, you forgot about this amazing talent, now beat that Monday Night Raw. And I honestly think that if Shane does that, it's going to be good competition. Now, it could lead into the big war of who's going to be better, SmackDown and Raw, which is what they're ultimately going for, which I think is a great idea for them to play off that gimmick that wise, because it was really going to make you turn into both shows each week. But it all depends on Shane and Stephanie, how they want to run it. I feel like at the end of the show, if they say, like, top that Shane, top that Stephanie, it's going to make you tune in to the next show and be like, okay, can they top that? You know, SmackDown, man, that was a killer show. Can Raw do better than that? Or can SmackDown even compete with Raw this week? That's what we need to have. Those are the questions that they need to leave the fans with. And if they're able to do that with running both shows, then that's going to be a great thing leading into the draft. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Shane running SmackDown and Stephanie running Raw. If you want to make a response video, leave it in the comments below. I'll definitely go check it out. Or just write a comment. Let me know what you think about this. So make sure to like this video. Subscribe to my channel. As always, more to come.